That man in motion there, No Way Out, is Kevin Costner. And Kevin, the acrobatic aspects of your work. Could I just deal with the Fairbanks image for just a second? Silverado, on this one, you really are in motion quite a lot.
Right.
Now, does that have a lot of wear and tear on you after a while?
Well, I think it can. It hasn't. But I mean, you run a risk when you do it. But you also the rewards are such that you can put the audience right on the horse with you, or right in the crash with you, or right on the windshield with you. And when you do that, there's that tendency of going, ooh, yourself, And it's the same thing as a cry. It's the same thing as a laugh, or a feeling, or the fire extinguisher. You feel that.
Now, you didn't really go out on
the limb. Well, I thought of
limb.
that idea. What's that?
You didn't really
I didn't do the limb. No, but I hit the ground. That was me hitting the ground, which really hurt.
It looked like there was no way even to fake that it wouldn't be a pretty good jolt.
Yeah, it hurt. That hurt. Just because with the camera angle, you had to come in from high and then hit, and it took the wind out of me.
The thing I liked about the chase, too, is that it was people in contact with the pavement. Not cars only, not trains, airplanes so much, but people chasing people. We lost that kind of intimate touch.
I think, the idea of running for your life really comes into play. When you run for your life, how do you run for your life? You run. We can all relate to that. What that is, and
I mean, do you run gracefully, or do you
run for
desperately?
your life? Exactly, desperately. I would run for my life, and that's why I incorporate stunts into things I do, because that's it across the street. I wouldn't take the long way around. I'd take the direct way around.
The obvious follow-up to all of this is your own athletic background. I know in high school you had it. Did that include gymnastics at all?
I took gymnastics as a little guy. My parents made me just so that I wouldn't break my neck, so I could learn how to roll and things like that. But no, I wasn't a gymnast.
Okay. I'd also like to talk about, I know everyone is asking you about the love scene, but it's too good to pass up. One, was the car really in motion on the streets, or was it a rear screen?
No, we were in motion.
What do you mean by that?
We made that car. I mean, after a while, you didn't care if that car was moving or not. It was just what was going on inside.
So you were out on the night streets?
No, we were. It was on a soundstage.
Oh.
With just a shell of a body.
I see.
Yeah.
Now the word is that you were more reluctant about it than she was.
Well, yeah, I guess. She was very brave. This girl. She's very beautiful and very brave.
Yeah.
So I kissed her once for me and once for you guys.
Could you tell at the time, though, that this is going to go down in movie history? This is special stuff.
Do you think so?
I think, yes.
Really?
Yeah.
God, I hope so, because I thought everyone was going to laugh at me, because I didn't know how the scene was going to come off. Because we couldn't rely on doing that scene the way they do a lot of those scenes, which are a lot of different angles and a lot of cutting to hands and the fumble. I mean, this thing happened right in front of the camera from the moment you undress her to the end.
But to be upstaged then by the Washington Monument, that's not fair.
It wasn't upstaged. It was just showing it how piddly a monument it was next to what was it? See, you got it wrong. See?
I love it. Let's strike a contrast between Kevin Costner right now, who is so hot. I mean, between this and The Untouchables, my goodness. But a few years ago, it seems like every project out of the gate, something went wrong. What's the deal? Sink or swim here?
I think the only one really was the Big Chill, and I think that happened for the right reasons. It was a better movie without the flashback sequence.
But for those who don't remember you in Big Chill,
right?
Tell them.
Well, I played the part of Alex, but it never ended up there. The reality is that I think all of us have had Alexes in our life that means something to us, but faced against time and against your new set of friends, when somebody looks at an Alex, they go, I can't believe that's the guy you've been talking about all these years. Alex was better left to people's imagination.
Finally, I have to ask you about Eliot Ness. It's causing lots of controversy, obviously. Mm-hmm. Your own opinions on the characterization of Ness as a more sweet, vulnerable guy than we're used to.
Right.
That's your intent all the way? Stand by it?
I stand by the script. It was not my intent. That was how the part was written, and I didn't find it to be wrong. I felt the obligation to do The Untouchables, that we make an original movie. The reality is, when I looked at that movie, I knew the character that was going to take the most heat, given the way he was presented. But I still felt the movie as a mosaic was a wonderful piece of entertainment, a great movie, and it's shown through this summer that it's a great movie to go see, great entertainment fare. But I knew the heat would come on me for the part and for what they termed as ineffectualness. But you know, I challenge anybody to say that guy was not a forward motion guy, because he never stepped backwards. He just was not your traditional American hero, and that he didn't have all the answers about everything. And so people's ineffectualness, then when they see somebody like Tom Farrell, they go, oh, I guess he was playing a part there.
I'll tell you what, though, Elliot Ness or Commander Farrell, Kevin Costner deserves to stand alongside the Washington Monument.
There you go.
He's in No Way Out. And we're together here in Washington, D.C. I'm John Tibbetts for KCTV5.
Good for you.